Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news with some top stocks regarding their involvement in the AI industry that have just reported earnings looking fresh, especially for Alphabet, parent company of Google, reports earnings and up over 6% after hours. We're going to be talking about the impact that this could have on the AI industry, things happening within the company, and we're also going to be talking about some of the other stocks that have reported earnings that have involvement with AI, such as Microsoft and Snapchat. Now, of course, before we get into it, I'm not a financial advisor. Please take everything I say with a grain of salt. Hit that like button for the algorithm, subscribe for daily videos. Let's pop it up on the screen here, show you guys what is going on. We have Alphabet that reports its earnings and the stock pops up over 6%. You can see here at market close, Google basically closed at about 122, now up over at 130, basically up about 6.37% after hours. Now what we do have is they beat expectations across their boards, and they just recently released these earnings. Now, with the reported revenue, what they were expected to hit was $72.75 billion. Google Alphabet was basically able to hit $74.6 billion, surpassing that, and reporting an earnings per share of $1.44, more than expected, of the predicted $1.32 by analysts. Now, this is great, and also they announced its CFO here, Ruth Porat, would take the new creator role of president and chief investment officer. So we have some promotions within the company. You have revenues that are increasing, earnings per share are doing better than expected, and their total ad revenues totaled $58.14 billion in the quarter, better than the $57.5 billion that was expected. So across the board, they really did smash all the expectations, which why we're seeing a lot of basically buying pressure after hours coming into the Google stock. Now, one thing that's really important is how this impacts the AI industry. As we know, Google is one of the leaders, and they even mentioned it right here, talking about their continued leadership in AI and their excellence in engineering and innovation are driving the next evolution of search. Now, of course, with these chatbots, we've seen, especially Google, creating Google Bar to kind of compete against ChatGPT, starting to really take the world by storm as they're working to improve their services. Now, talking about this, especially looking into the resilience that we've seen, and especially as we have these recession fears and as we've had corrections in the market, the fact that Google is doing well in terms of AI, its regulation, and Alphabet's future is great, as we do see this trickling into Microsoft, which I'm going to talk to about next. Now, Microsoft actually beats their quarterly estimates as AI boosts cloud businesses and spending. This is great here. On Tuesday, they actually surpassed Wall Street's estimate for the fourth quarter revenue and profit as its cloud business benefited from product upgrades featuring new AI technology. What this is signaling, especially in my opinion, is we do have a lot of money coming into these AI development stocks and also these top tier stocks like Google and Microsoft that are getting involved and being leaders within the AI industry. What this can trickle down is into more speculative AI stocks that we talked about on the channel, such as PLTR, Palantir, you got AI, which is C3.ai. So right here, actually, but Microsoft has been trading down a little bit right here, as they did talk about that they do have, of course, their earnings were good, but they do have, and they reported slowly, Azure cloud revenue growth. So we do have some mixed emotions after hours that we're seeing right now, down about 3.74% on the day. But one great thing, of course, with Microsoft is that they were able to exceed those sales growth during basically their continued strength, and having the 56.2 revenue posting, 56.2 billion, that's great, ahead from the 55.5 billion that was projected. Now, one thing that didn't do so hot was Snapchat actually here. So Snapchat, they actually shares plunged 16% after posting a second even quarterly sales decline. It looks like it's not looking the hottest for Snapchat, as basically their shares head down, and they posted a net loss of $377 million from the June quarter, which was an improvement from its $422 million net loss a year ago, but worse than the $66 million loss that Wall Street analysts have projected. So we're seeing Snapchat really having a lot of sales decline, and they did warn that their sales could decline for a third consecutive quarter in the September quarter. Snap said that it expects its revenue between 1 and 1.13 billion for the September quarter, which could mark up a 5% decline from the same period in the prior year. Now, Snap's weak outlook further underlines fears that corporations and small businesses alike are cutting back on these digital advertising spending with the current operating environment. And I think we have seen this, especially digital advertising has really been kind of teetering on which companies are leading that front. For example, Google ad revenue has been doing very, very well, as we saw. So you see some companies are doing very well, but digital ad spending, you can see here from Snap, in the amount that they're spending right here, is starting to cut back, which could mean less revenue for the company. Now, let's not just hit Snapchat with a beat, with a beat and hammer here. One of the positive reports, though, is that their active user grew by 14% year over year to 397 million. So not as much money coming into the table, having more net loss, but they are having more customers, which at the end of the day, you do need customers to basically be the fundamental of your business. So good to see there, even though we do have some bad news coming from Snapchat. But nonetheless, things are looking great. We see Google doing well. We see Microsoft kind of having those mixed emotions, like I said, with the after hours trading that we can see right here, down about 3.74% after hours. But Google really taking the world by storm here. We'll see what happens with some of the other tech stocks. We talk about like C3.ai, for example, and how we were able to do after hours or at market close. Market close is basically at 40.36. So it'll be interesting here to see how C3.ai does trade tomorrow, as we've been keeping an eye on it. So that's really all I have for you guys. Take care. Peace out. Tell me, guys, what do you guys think about these earning reports? Do you think it's bullish for the stock market? We're going to see more green candles? Or do you think also we have the interest rates that will be discussed tomorrow, and there is a predicted 25 basis point hike prediction? So let me know what you guys think. Peace out. Take care, and I'll catch you guys later.